Hey, Ravens Nation. The 2024 season has been full of ups and downs, and while Baltimore's offense is shining with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, the defense, especially the secondary, remains a major question mark. With injuries and inconsistent performances, it's clear that reinforcements are needed to stabilize the defensive backfield, especially as we approach the postseason. Among the names being discussed, a four-time Pro Bowler emerges as a potential solution. After a long and successful career with the Dolphins, Howard is now a free agent and could bring the experience and leadership that Baltimore's defense desperately needs. But is he the right piece to fix the secondary issues and push the Ravens closer to a Super Bowl run? Today, we'll explore what Howard could bring to the Ravens, how he'd fit into the current defense, and whether it's worth investing in a player who, while talented, has shown signs of decline in recent years. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment. Xavier Howard to the Ravens? Yes or no? Let's dive into this analysis. Let's start with Xavier Howard's profile. Drafted in 2016 by the Dolphins, Howard made a name for himself as one of the league's top cornerbacks during much of his career. Known for his ability to create turnovers and defend passes in critical situations, he's exactly the type of player the Ravens have been missing this season. While he's no longer at the peak of his game, Howard remains a solid option, recording 45 tackles, 1 interception, and 12 passes defended in 13 games during 2023. Why does Howard make sense for the Ravens? Baltimore's pass defense has been inconsistent despite its talent. Marlon Humphrey, the team's primary cornerback, has been carrying the secondary while Brandon Stevens and Nate Wiggins struggle to find consistency. The addition of Tre'Davious White has provided some depth, but he's still adjusting to the system and hasn't taken on a starring role. Howard could fill this gap, offering experience and stability to a unit that desperately needs reinforcements. Injuries have also been a constant issue for the secondary. Kyle Hamilton, who had been emerging as one of the league's best young safeties, is dealing with concussion issues, while Darius Washington and others have alternated between good moments and critical mistakes. Bringing in a veteran like Howard wouldn't just add depth but would also take pressure off Humphrey, allowing other defenders to develop in a more structured environment. Another key factor is cost. Xavier Howard is available as a free agent, and considering his recent drop in performance, he could be signed at an affordable rate. This allows the Ravens to bolster their defense without compromising resources that could be used in other critical areas, such as the pass rush. Howard may not be the same player he was during his elite years, but his presence could help solve communication and coverage issues that have hurt Baltimore in crucial games. Finally, it's worth noting the psychological impact of Howard's potential addition. He would bring leadership to a young and inexperienced group, sending a clear message that the Ravens are committed to competing at the highest level. In a conference as competitive as the AFC, where rivals like the Chiefs and Bengals boast high-powered passing attacks, strengthening the secondary is a strategic necessity. So, Ravens Nation, what have we learned? Adding Xavier Howard would be more than just a signing, it would be a statement. While he may no longer be the dominant cornerback he once was, his experience, football IQ, and skills still surpass many available options. In a secondary struggling for consistency, his arrival could be the key to balancing the unit and preparing it for postseason challenges. With the AFC stacked with powerful passing offenses, the Ravens can't afford to ignore their defensive weaknesses. Howard would be a strategic addition and a short-term solution, allowing the younger talents in the secondary to continue developing. He'd also help alleviate the pressure on Marlon Humphrey and stabilize a group that, while promising, still needs time to reach its full potential. But now, we want to hear from you. Is Xavier Howard the right choice to strengthen the Ravens secondary? Or do you think Baltimore should focus on other areas to improve the roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to know what you think. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates about the Ravens. We're all in this together, Ravens Nation, as we keep our eyes on the ultimate goal, bringing the Super Bowl back to Baltimore.